Good morning, Fox Pack. Welcome back to the Fox Den. Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to another assetry. So in this video, it's going to be a little broken because I don't have much footage from this. But we actually installed the U.P.T 3-inch intakes, and I'm going to explain what to expect when installing these intakes, and I'll show some clips of what we actually did manage to record. And just, yeah, that's just for fun. We'll just show you guys some clips. Khaled helped me, really appreciate it, and yeah, give my thoughts on them. So these are the U.P.T 3-inch intakes, a hell of an alternative to the admin intakes. I'm not gonna get into anything else because it's gonna offend people, and they just work. Of course, you need a tune for 3-inch intakes, but man, do they hit hard. They hit really hard, and we aren't even done with the tune yet. We're still finalizing it today as we speak because I had some bad fuel in the car. Now I got good fuel, and it's already really showing a difference in the tune. So I'm just going to show you guys what to expect, how we did it, and then I'll throw in some clips of us doing it. So this will be a shorter video. Again, apologize. These first couple videos are going to be short, but we are getting the injectors and fuel pump. I'm going to show you guys how to install those, and then we're going to tune for E85 hopefully next week, and then maybe the following week you guys can expect the video on that. So yeah, let me show you guys. So this is what the intakes look like. Now I did paint them. They do come in like a kind of like a basic bare metal finish, but honestly it's not really a big deal. I mean, these things are $4.50 shipped. They're really good for the price. They are in 3-inch, as you can see, and I spent like $10 on the paint, and it's a silver metallic is what it's called. Looks really nice, but I did that with the mesh grill. They look absolutely crazy. These things are so aggressive looking, way better looking than the Stillins did. The Stillins were always kind of like hidden. These you can really see. Now, I don't have a splash guard, but honestly, you really don't need it. Just don't floor it in the rain. I drove this in a downpour. Nothing's happened. I didn't experience any issues. So, as you can see, they are on the stock throttle bodies. I'm not going to be upgrading my throttle bodies because it's just simply not worth it. All the throttle bodies really do is cause problems. You might get few horsepower out of them, but to me it's just not worth it. This is a lot of my daily driver, I guess you could, that's one way to put it. So I don't need issues with those throttle bodies, so we're just going to keep the stock ones. The stock ones are more than good enough, but we will paint them to make them look better at least. So the install for these intakes was a little difficult, but really any 3-inch intake is just going to be a pain in the ass to install. We had to cut out a lot more plastic, and you just have to make more room. And I already had the Stillins in here, so if these are your first set of intakes, you definitely be ready to cut some plastic out. Neighbor's gonna cut the grass now. Every time I film a video, he decides that he's just gonna start cutting his grass. So yeah, but we just kind of cut out as much plastic as we could. We removed the entire AC line bracket because it was just in the way. There's no way these were going in with it in there. We actually cut some tubing and put it around the AC lines to help keep this from rubbing on them, which is very handy, a very good idea. Now with these intakes, you do also have to delete the PCV, which we did. This is the quick and cheap way of doing it. I stuck some AutoZone pod filters on those breathers there, and then we capped off that breather there, and we capped off the nipples on the manifold there. You have to add those filters, and you have to remove these lines that are normally here, because if you just cap those off, it puts your crankcase in a vacuum and you're going to be sucking in tons of oil. It's not good at all. So make sure you do it like that. This whole delete costs less than 20 bucks, and it's working. I've done many pools, and I don't even have any oil on these filters yet, so I could probably just leave it like that. But of course your engine will vary. If your engine is not in very good shape, you know, it's a little tired, you're going to get some blow-by, you're going to get some oil on there, and if that's your situation, definitely invest in a catch can. But this definitely has worked for me so far. So yeah, they look really nice and they hit really hard, and I can't wait to see how they feel with the final 93 tune. Of course, I guess you could say the final 93 tune will actually be with the injectors. However, for right now, it's going to be on stock injector, stock fuel pump, because we're going to finish that tune first. while I'm waiting on the parts. But yeah, that's what they look like. Really not that bad to install at all, as long as you got a Dremel and some patience, you know how to take your bumper off and all that stuff. But these are absolutely worth it. I don't know why anyone would want to buy Admin intakes. These are $450 shipped, and you get them within days. They keep them in stock, and they have better fitment. It's just a no-brainer. And what? They don't look as good? Who cares? Spend the 10 bucks on the paint and just paint them yourself. You can paint them any color you want. That's it. These are working great. Look how nice they look. So those are the U.P.T intakes. Really awesome intakes. Highly recommend them. Great price. You get them fast. So now we'll insert some clips of us installing them. We don't have a lot. At the time, we were still filming videos for Chicago Lane Changers. Now we are all doing our own channels now. So now we are back to where we originally were with all the content on this channel. So that's what we were actually filming when we were installing these, so that's why it might seem a little broken. But anyway, here's some clips of me and Khaled installing these. So for the record, when we said the clamps were messed up, they weren't. Just didn't realize it comes with smaller clamps. You can tell the difference by this little bend right here. So simple fix. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, got to pay attention to the instructions, which I never read. All right, so this upper tube is in. We got Khalid here. You already know. He's up early.
Surprisingly, bro.
So we got this finally in. So there's just enough room for a clamp. So you have to cut all this out. Like, it's crazy, but it is what it is. I mean, so far fitment is actually really good. It's just kind of been my mistakes and stuff. So let's get this lower pipe in, and then we can finally hopefully start on that side, which is probably going to be a little more difficult. We got the first side on finally. It's sticking out a little far, so hopefully trimming the bumper will fix that. You are supposed to trim the bumper. Really liking how it's looking, so we'll continue with the other side. That's not going to be any more fun because it's way more cramped over there. Okay, we finally did it. We got the intakes in place, so now we're just going to trim up the bumper, which you always have to do with 3-inch intakes, especially on G's. I don't think you have to do it on 370s, but I could be wrong. The fitment is great. Definitely much better than Admin, and I should know because I installed Admins for my guy. Yeah, let's get this bumper on, and then when we're done, just the MAF sensors, and then tomorrow is the retune, so stay tuned. You good?
Yeah.
Alright, the MAF sensors are in. Dude, this looks so meaty. Like, compared to the still-ins, makes the engine bay so much more aggressive. Like, on video, you can't actually tell how much bigger these are. Half an inch doesn't sound like a lot,
but we need to compare them.
So here's the still-in. This is 2.5 inch. Yeah, it's hard to see, but like half an inch doesn't sound like a lot, but for reference, this coupler flares out to the size of the throttle body, and then these actually flare down to the size of the throttle body. So these are actually bigger than the throttle bodies. So yeah, half an inch doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually a really big difference. So tomorrow's the retune. Hopefully pencil neck hits me up, and so that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and there we are. That's where we're at now. They're installed, and they're awesome intakes. Really recommend them if you're looking for 3-inch intakes. Again, why would you buy Admins when you can buy these? It's no brainer. And Admin says they don't fit. Admin put them on backwards. That's why they didn't fit. If you can't tell, I'm really not happy with Admin tuning. I'm not gonna get into it, but we're gonna install the injectors, fuel pump. There'll be videos on both. Then we're gonna do a video tuning for the E85, and stay tuned actually too. I'm gonna show you guys how to test the ethanol content in fuel. I just got the test kit in actually, so we're gonna go do that this week. And I'll show you guys how to do that. It's actually really easy and it's pretty cool. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Fox Pack today, hit the bell notifications to be notified when we do something stupid. Follow our official page on Instagram if you want to see more behind the scenes of the off-road stuff. And follow me on Instagram at SolarFoxG37 so you can see all the behind the scenes of the G37 and the Acid Tree. But stay tuned, a lot's coming up for this car in the next couple weeks, and it's going to be really exciting. High Mile Racer just E85 tuned to Z, and he's making ridiculous power. I mean really ridiculous power, so I'm really excited to see what happens. Remember, life is too short to stay stuck, and it's only illegal if you get caught. Stay foxy.